everyone. My name is Inez Williams, and I am your lovely hostess for this evening's festivities. I am the chairperson for this year's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship Program and the chairperson for the City of Oceanside's Housing Commission, which is the actual commission that oversees this scholarship. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to this year's scholarship reception. Without the participation of each of you, these scholarships would not be possible. This evening, we will be awarding $100,000 to 17 recipients. Again, thank you for being here. At this time, I would like to recognize the dignitaries and elected officials who are here with us this evening. From California's 49th Congressional District, we have Congressman Mike Levin. City of Oceanside's Mayor, Mayor Esther Sanchez. Deputy Mayor Ryan Kine. And Council Member Corey Jensen. From the City of Oceanside Housing Services, we have Director Leilani Hines. And Leilani was actually working with me when you checked in, so she probably hasn't made her way back, but it's her office and her staff that makes it possible for us to be able to do this scholarship here within the City of Oceanside. Oceanside Unified School Board District members, Mr. Mike Blessing, Mr. Eric Joyce. We have Superintendent of Oceanside Unified School District, Dr. Julie A. Vitale. Do we have any of the judges from the San Diego Superior Court, or if there's any judiciary present, please stand. Thank you. In addition, we do have some individuals here who are running for office. If you're currently seeking office, can you please stand at this time? Thank you so much. And we also have some of my fellow commissioners here. If you are currently on a commission within the City of Oceanside, please stand so you can be recognized. I would also like to acknowledge the 2022 Martin Luther King Jr. Selection Committee. Students, when you see these individuals here tonight, it is okay to go up to them and to tell them thank you. Numerous hours, days, and weeks were spent reading, grading, analyzing, and reviewing your essays to get you here today. We have Ms. Janet Blesso-Lacey. Now, Janet is the resource director, and resource director is a fancy name for the person who is responsible for raising money for this event. Janet is the primary fundraiser for the Dr. King Scholarship. If you did not have the opportunity to donate and would like to do so, please make sure you see Janet. We also have with us Ms. Satia Austin, President of North San Diego County NAACP. We have Ms. Beatrice Palmer, Housing Commission. Katie Anderson, Attorney at Law. Mr. Max Disposti, Executive Director, North County LGBTQ Resource Center. Mr. Eddie Bickham, retired Lieutenant Colonel, United States Marine Corps. And Ms. Laura Bunsley, retired educator. And as we're about to honor these wonderful students, we also want to recognize those who led their way. Would all of the teachers, administrators, counselors, and anyone who is connected with education please stand? Now, I do believe in giving honor to whom honor is due. If you are a parent, mom, dad, guardian, aunt, uncle, sister, brother, foster parent. If you have a child who is receiving an award tonight, then please stand and allow these young men and women, as well as everyone here, to salute you and congratulate you on all of your effort and hard work. Now, I would like to add this disclaimer. If I have forgotten to acknowledge anyone, please charge it to my head and not my heart. I want to apologize to you in advance for my oversight. But if you feel like you need to be acknowledged, it's okay. Just slip me a little piece of paper, and somewhere throughout the evening, I'll make sure that I acknowledge you. Now, at this time, I would like to invite Congressman Levin to the stage for remarks. Congressman Mike Levin. So we're still in COVID, so we're going to do this the COVID way. So I'm going to, well, you can speak from that one. Yeah, now you want to go, okay, you want to speak. We got it, we got it. That's okay, it's going to get wiped a couple times tonight.
Thank you so much, Inez. How's everybody doing out there, Oceanside? Wow. It is fantastic to see everybody here. Really, the leadership of this great city, this great community. You are all here in celebration of these fantastic young people. Aren't they amazing? They're incredible. I want to thank Janet. We've got to give Janet a big round of applause for opening her beautiful home, as she always does. And her husband, Steve. That's outstanding. We got to give Steve a shout out, too. You know, it feels so good to be with you all for an event that really unites us all for the common purpose of celebrating the achievement of these outstanding young scholars. I have just 3 things I want to say because I want to be brief because they're really the star of the show. We want to hear from them. But first, I want to commend the city of Oceanside and the NAACP. Where's Satya? Fantastic job, Satya. Thank you for all you do. And all the community members who have been doing this now for 31 years to honor and support students in the name of Dr. Martin Luther King. It's a reminder that we are stronger when we work together for the common good. That's what this is all about tonight. Second, I want to acknowledge all the generous donors who make these scholarships possible. Your vision, your generosity, and your belief in the promise of these young scholars has been transforming lives and making it possible for dreams to become reality for 31 years. So thank you for not only investing in the future of these young people, but also the transformative power that you are empowering, that they will bring. Believe me, all of them will bring to this community for decades to come. Thank you to all our very generous sponsors. Second, finally, third, what can I tell you? I told you there were 3. I want to honor each and every one of the scholars that are here this evening because your hard work, your determination to excel is an inspiration to every single person here, definitely including me. You know, this has been a challenging week. It's been a difficult time. The last few days I've dropped off my 2 kids at our local public school. They're 9 and 8 years old. And as I've dropped them off, I've thought about all the parents in Texas and elsewhere who haven't been able to drop their kids off, won't ever see their kids again, as a matter of fact. I ask that you pray for all those families, but pray that we in Congress can get our act together and finally get something done when it comes to gun violence prevention. But you give me hope. You give me hope for a better future. A future where you find ways to work together, not to tear each other down, but to lift each other up. Where every child, regardless of where they come from, can grow up in a world that's secure, that's safe, that's loving, and that's full of hope and full of opportunity. Now, I know that sounds idealistic, but it is truly my hope for you, my hope for my own kids, my hope for all of us, for the adults too. And we adults can learn a lot from these young people. So those who know my background know that my grandparents came to this country on my mom's side from Mexico. When they got here, they didn't speak any English, they didn't have any formal education, they didn't have any money, but they believed in the hope and the opportunity this country provided. And as a parent myself, I know that hope exists. I know that opportunity exists. but we've got to start trusting one another again. We've got to start looking out for one another again, despite the fact that you might have some politicians who are telling you not to trust one another. It shouldn't matter if your neighbor is stuck on the side of the road with a flat tire. It shouldn't matter what their bumper stickers say or whether their ideology aligns with yours. We need to have community once again, and I think we can do it. Can't we do that, Oceanside? We can do it. And we're going to be looking to you to lead the way. So I wish you all the success in the world. I look forward to hearing about your successes, and I'm honored to be here with you to celebrate tonight. Thank you all for having me.
Thank you so much. The Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship is a result of the city's pledge in 1989 to honor those students who exemplified the ideals of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarships are awarded to students who live in Oceanside or attend high school in Oceanside. This scholarship is awarded based on the student's academic achievement, financial need, community service, and potential success in college. Oceanside encompasses 5 different school districts, which are included in the application process. And tonight, I am proud to say that we are awarding scholarships to students from 2 different high schools. We have El Camino High School and Oceanside High School. We can all be proud to be a part of honoring these students who will serve as living testimonials to Dr. King's dedication to civil rights on behalf of all Americans and human beings throughout the world. The first scholarship recipient is Keandre Grayson, AKA Dre. Keandre is a student at El Camino High School. In the fall, Dre will be attending Miracosta College with hopes of transferring to an HBCU, historically black college and university. He plans to major in business. In Dre's essay, he wrote, "I feel as if high school students need to be taught more about the things they will have to deal with in the real world, more than electives. They need to have classes that teach them how to cook, how to maintain their money, how to get a job, how to apply for colleges, behind-the-wheel training, taxes, and much more. Being homeless and not being able to take care of yourself shouldn't be an option. Let it be a choice." When asked who is your role model and why, Dre stated, "My role model would have to be my Aquarius twin, Miss Deetra Grayson, my great aunt. She's a January Aquarius, and I'm a February Aquarius, so we're a little different. But even though I get on her nerves, which is my job, she has been there for me and taught me a lot, and I've learned a lot." When asked what is the one thing about you that would surprise most people, Dre stated that I care a lot. Like I truly do care about people's well-being. I feel as if nobody should have to live their only life sad or suffering or struggling. And this is where one of my careers come in place, where I would like to make sure high school students get ready for the real world by offering economics, driver's education, job training, etc., things that we need to survive. Dre Grayson is the recipient of a $2,500 scholarship.
Thank you. Everyone can hear me? Yes? We can hear me? We can hear me? Yes?
And while he's getting set up on his mic check, we have KOCT here tonight. Let's give KOCT a hand.
Okay.
I do have Kleenex over here just in case anybody feels a little emotional. And if I get a little emotional, then I'm just an emotional person. So if you get a little emotional and I see you, I'm just going to pass you a little Kleenex, parents. It's okay. Go ahead, Dre.
Good evening. I would like to say thank you for the opportunity of receiving this scholarship tonight. Let's start off there. Not only am I proud of myself, but I am proud of everyone sitting over here because, it takes a lot of dedication and things to do the things that we do. Switch. Okay. Yeah, okay, I like that better. Sounds a little bit better. Okay, we have arrived in an ongoing global crisis which has left the entire country searching for answers. But as we work together, we can make changes. Real change starts with us, our new generation. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was about making change. As us young individuals move forward with trying to make change in this world, remember, this means ownership. Our own heart, owning our future, writing our own story. We are all writing a book. What does your book look like? Your life is a book. You have many chapters in the book, but when your book is closed, will you say it was a good book? Chase your dreams, honestly. If you have to chase your dreams alone, then do so. Sometimes it have to be like that. As long as you have faith in yourself, you will be okay, I promise. If you are going into life, make sure you go with the greatest version of you. The greatest version of you is the disciplined you. The version of you that has parameters, that says no to some things and says yes to the right things. I once related, as growing up, I ate microwavable foods. Now, don't get on me about this, okay? I once did eat microwavable foods. The problem with microwavable foods are when you were done cooking them, you put the fork in the middle and it's still cold. How many has that? Yes, okay. The thing about microwavable foods is it's not the best. The middle's still cold. The reason why Auntie's cooking was so good, she didn't cook Sunday dinner Sunday evening. She started Saturday night and let it marinate overnight. That's why it was so good. The reason why our gifts are not like all these other gifts is that microwavable foods, we have something put in us that's great. And we have to know what's inside of us is great. That is taking the little things longer because we weren't called to be microwavable. What's inside of us is great, just like Auntie's greens. Auntie, yeah. We can't give up. Our time is coming. It's okay to be not okay sometimes. It's just okay not to stay that way. That feeling is being lost as this teenage years, our early adulthood is so horrifying. We're scared, we're nervous. What am I gonna do? When am I gonna find my purpose? When am I going to know what me is? When am I going to find that soulmate? When? And we are looking for all these concrete dates as when all the stuff is going to happen. In reality, we have to learn how to be comfortable in the idea of being lost. And that is very scary to say because I'm going through this at this very moment. At this moment, I am working on my own clothing line called Loyal Subjects, and these shirts means royalty because we are all kings, queens, princes, and princesses. Loyalty is everything. Everything. We are all in a kingdom. I'm working on being in a space where I just want peace and just want to be happy, and then I would like everyone around me to be happy. So the way every moment we have and whenever we are, that we're just enjoying life. Thank you.
Okay, parents, so now this will be your opportunity, parents, to get a photo. So we're going to have Congressman Levin up here taking photos. Each of the students this evening will receive a certificate from the city of Oceanside. And then we have Fernando here from Tasha Bernard Harvest's office on the other side, from Assemblywoman Tasha Bernard Harvest's office. Okay, yeah, so they're going to get so parents, now's the time to get your photo op in. Students, it's not always you get an opportunity to take a picture with a sitting congressman. So this is an opportunity to get that photo out with the sitting congressman. Okay. Keandre, thank you so much. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Michelle Torres. Michelle is a student at Oceanside High School. In the fall, Michelle will be attending the University of California, San Diego, with a major in political science, public law. In Michelle's essay, she wrote, Dr. King once stated, Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? An important value of mine is helping others. I am passionate about social issues and hope to make an impact by policymaking. I hope to become a U.S. Senator and make policy improving our way of living. Martha Stickles, a teacher at Oceanside High School, informed us that Michelle has been accepted as an intern to the Democracy Summer Program, where she will learn and practice skills relating to government. When asked what is one thing about you that would surprise most people, Michelle stated, "One thing about me that would surprise most people is that I am a performer. I have been involved in choir and show choir for many years, and many have the impression that I am a very timid individual. At times, I am timid at times, but performing has always been a passion of mine, so there is no room for that when I am performing." Michelle Torres is the recipient of a $5,000 scholarship.
Hello, everyone. I just want to give a huge thanks to everyone who made this opportunity possible, the scholarship committee, the city of Oceanside, the generous donors, and the Lacey's for their generosity in opening up their home for this special event. I am sincerely grateful for being a recipient of this scholarship and will make the most of it. I will be attending UCSD in the fall with the hopes of becoming a lawyer in the future. This truly means a lot to me as I am first generation and to attend college in my family. I'm sorry. My brightness went down, I'm sorry. When I first started school, I was a very timid individual in kindergarten. I didn't know any English, and I was very afraid to go to school as I had no idea what was going on around me. I would get in trouble as I, again, did not know what was going on around me, but my passion for learning didn't let that get in the way. I continued to go throughout the years, and here I am today. College is very expensive, and finding a way to pay for college is difficult, but by receiving this scholarship, it has eased some of my worries. I would like to give a huge thanks to my sophomore and now senior teacher, Ms. Stickles, for her encouragement throughout the years and her great attitude that she's had every day, no matter what day it was. I would also like to give a huge thank you to my show choir and choir teacher, Ms. Ritt. Being in her class allowed me to grow personally, emotionally, and overall as a person. I'm really grateful for those experiences that I had. I would also like to give thanks to my freshman English teacher and now my psychology teacher, Mrs. Villalpando. She made me know that it is okay to be vulnerable at times, and there's no wrong in showing that. She has been there through my highs and lows, and I am truly grateful for her. Lastly but not least, I would like to thank my family for allowing me to have an education here in the United States. And to my grandma for being so supportive, and to my siblings for always being my siblings. I am truly grateful for my family and the life I have had here. I admire their efforts and how far they have come. Thank you again for this opportunity.
Now it's time for her photo op. She did not mention, but she's going to leave here, so we went a little bit out of order because she is going to leave. She is a performer. I understand you have to go perform tonight at El Camino? Oceanside. Oceanside? Okay. Got it. Here's your certificate. Michelle, you don't want to give us a little tune? Go be a senator. Thank you so much. Keandre. Our next recipient is Maya Isabella Wache. Maya is a student at Oceanside High School. In the fall, she will be attending Miracosta College to major in linguistics to further her passion for becoming a speech pathologist. In Maya's essay, she wrote, Dr. King once said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving. As someone who grew up quicker than others, life's challenges shape your character, shaping who you are and who you will become in the future. As an adolescent, I began to shape myself and who I wanted to become as best I could, given life's challenges. Events began to occur in my life that posed a barrier to my personal and intellectual progress at 11 years old. My mother was diagnosed with stage 4 nodular melanoma cancer in 2015. In 2021, unfortunately, my mother was unable to defeat this cancer. When asked who is your role model and why, Maya stated, my role model would be my mother because of the love and care she has for everyone around her. Even when in the hardest moments, she would find a way to be a generic ray of joy. When asked if you were to write an autobiography, what would the title be and why, Maya stated, if I were to write an autobiography, I would title it Turning the Blank Page. The reason for this is because of my anxiety and depressive episodes. Dealing with this grieving process of losing my mother every day is a new story for me. It's unknown really how tomorrow will be, but I just need to keep in mind that she will forever watch over me. Maya stated during her free time, she enjoys going to the gym and hanging out the beach with her friends, but she especially loves listening to Bad Bunny. Maya Isabella Uwache Morales is the recipient of a $2,500 scholarship.
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. There. I'd like to express my gratitude and appreciation to the Scholarship Committee. Because of this reward, I'm steps closer to my goals of becoming a speech pathologist. My passion for helping children inspired me to pursue, sorry, I can't see my tears. My passion for helping children inspired me to pursue my ambition of becoming an educator. Zoom made me feel alienated from professors. Zoom made me feel alienated from professors during the pandemic, which motivated me to be the kind of teacher students look forward to seeing because I can make a difference in their lives. I become emotional when I think of how the city of Oceanside and Oceanside High have provided many opportunities for me. One of which is being able to apply as an assistant teacher after graduation. I'd like to thank the Lacey's for opening up their home and my family and friends. Mr. Bois, my intern teacher, who wasn't able to be here tonight, and Ms. Harrell, my avid teacher. After losing my mother in March, they constantly reassured me that there is and will always be support each step of the way. I am sincerely honored to have been selected as one of the Martin Luther King recipients. Thank you all.
Our next recipient is Emily Mendoza. Emily is a student at El Camino High School. In the fall, she will be attending California State University, San Marcos, majoring in marketing. In Emily's essay, she wrote, Dr. King influenced me to have a clear vision of how to handle adversity within my life because of the way that he was able to overcome his own obstacles. When asked who is your role model and why, Emily stated, my role model would be both my parents. They inspire me every day to be the best version of myself and to try hard in everything that I do. They were able to come to the United States at a very young age and mostly with nothing. It's amazing what they were able to accomplish, especially after having the type of starting point. When asked if you were to write an autobiography, what would the title be and why, Emily stated, if I were to write an autobiography, the title would be How to Enjoy the Little Things in the Rain. This is because I always felt like what kept me going in life was all of the special little moments I shared with people while doing the simplest things. I'm really big on family, so being able to share moments and bond with my family during hard times is what kept a smile on my face. Emily Mendoza is the recipient of a $3,500 scholarship.
Hello. First off, I just want to say that being awarded this scholarship is one of the best opportunities that have come my way. And I feel very blessed to be able to write this and give thanks to everyone who has helped support me and make this scholarship dream come true. I would like to thank the scholarship committee and the city of Oceanside because without them, this scholarship would not be possible. I believe that the MLK Scholarship is one of the best out there for the sole reason that they give back to their own community and to those who really need it. It really means a lot to me personally and motivates me to become more successful in hopes that I will eventually give back to my community as well. It was an honor to receive this award, but I know I couldn't have done this without my parents. They always take the time to come to every event that I have, whether that be my cross-country and track races or my award ceremonies. No matter what, they have always been there for me, and it is their support that gave me the confidence to do this in the first place. So thank you guys, and I love you. I would also like to thank my AVID teacher, Mrs. Zendejas, who was truly the best teacher I ever had. She helped me manage the stress and fear I had from being a first-generation college student. Without her in the AVID program, I don't know where I'd be today. She is the definition of selflessness and compassion, and I hope to be like her one day. I am happy to have her as support and as a friend. For the past 4 years, I have been in the sports, cross-country, and track. My teammates are also a huge part of who I am today. They are some of the funniest and most supportive people that I have met, and I have the honor of having them in my life. To my coach, Sarnacki, thank you for pushing me like I have never been pushed, and I am extremely grateful because all the hard work physically has also helped me mentally, and I am now stronger than I have ever been. To my teacher, Mr. Chambers, thank you for giving me that extra confidence boost when I really needed it, and showing that you were passionate about giving back to your students as well. I also want to speak about my grandma Mary, who is no longer with us, but still in our hearts, and who I can feel is smiling at me from the sky. I know that she would be one of the first people I would tell about receiving this award. And lastly, thank you for the Lacey's families for opening up their home and having us celebrate all of our accomplishments here. Thank you.
Our next recipient is Angela Hernandez Lara. Angela is a student at El Camino High School. In the fall, Angela will be attending University of California, Santa Cruz and majoring in either business administration or social justice. In Angela's essay, she wrote, during my time in elementary school, I remember celebrating the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the importance of his famous I Have a Dream speech. For a period in my life, I was not hanging with the right crew. They didn't want more to life than what they were up to, but I did. I began to change my bad habits. Even though my family and friends support me, I constantly think about what people will say about me. I'm afraid of people judging me. When asked if you were to write an autobiography, what would the title be and why? Angela stated, there are a lot I can come up with, but I think the one top choice would be Scars Behind the Smile. Because when I was going through a hard time, I maintained a smile. Everyone saw me as happy and cheerful girl, but when I was by myself, I wasn't what they described. When asked if you can have dinner with any four people, dead or alive, who would they be and why? Angela stated, my maternal grandfather. I want to know if he's proud of everything he achieved. I want to ask him what would he change if he could. Also, because I never really met him, I last saw him when I was 3 and never spoke to him ever again. Jenny Rivera, because as I mentioned, she went through a hard time but found a way out of the darkness. She fought for what she wanted. Demi Lovato, she too came from a dark place. She comes from a place where she lost herself. I want to ask her who helped her along the way. Did the people she once called friends stick by her, or did they choose to distance? Erin Gruwell, I think the way she connected with her students in the classroom is spectacular. The fact that at the beginning of the journey, everyone seemed to be bumping heads, but later on considered each other family. I want to talk about the transition and how hard it was. Angela Hernandez is the recipient of a $3,500 scholarship.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Angela Hernandez. I would like to give a huge thank you, first of all, thank you, to the event donors. Okay, is that better? Okay. I would like to give a huge thank you to the event donors, the Lacey's for this beautiful venue, the city of Oceanside, and our friends and family. Thank you for the opportunity for me to be here today. It is a great honor to be here. I've grown up in Oceanside for the last 14 years. It is what I call home. I came at the age of 3, and it has not been easy learning English at a young age, as well as being an immigrant and a low-income community member. I'm sure, like many, this year has been really difficult. For me, it targeted my mental health. I dealt with depression, eating disorders that caused me to want to take my own life. The biggest lesson I learned through this experience is that it doesn't matter how big or how small the obstacle is. It is the way that you overcome it that is the most important. Thank you. A quote I'd like to share with you: "Show me your friends, and I will show you your future." Just how it said, and I said in the interview, in the questions. I'm sorry. I was not hanging out with the right crew, and I wanted more to life than just this. I began to have the mentality that no one will get me where I need to be if it's not for me. They won't apply for the scholarships I need. They won't apply for the grades I need. They won't. I have to do it all by myself, and I persevered, and that is why I'm standing here today. I take this lesson to the next level of my education to help overcome any post-high school experiences that may come my way. I plan on attending UC Santa Cruz and majoring in business administration, and hopefully coming back to make a change in this community. I want to make the impossible happen. I love helping and giving back to my community, and that is what I strive to do for in the future. I would once again like to thank the event sponsors, the MLK Selection Committee for this opportunity, my mom, my dad, and my family who have been great supporters through this journey. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next recipient is Melissa Hernandez. Melissa is a student at Oceanside High School. In the fall, Melissa will be attending the University of California, Santa Cruz with a major in psychology. In Melissa's essay, she wrote, "I admire Dr. King for being able to bring people together and build a better world. I plan to help people get equal treatment, not only by doing my job, but let me do this one again because I want to quote you correctly. I plan to help people get equal treatment, not only by doing my job, but by doing it from the heart, because I know I can help others feel safe as my friends helped me." Kimberly Moreno Smith, a teacher at Oceanside High School, had this to say about Melissa. "Melissa does everything she can to give, even though her family does not financially have the means to make substantial monetary donations. Melissa has set up fruit cup stands to raise money for the homelessness in our community. She brings meaning to the phrase, 'every little bit counts,' because no matter how small, she knows her contributions have the potential to make a big impact on both her family and her community." When asked who is your role model and why, Melissa stated, "My role models are and will always be my parents, because they might not have everything, but they try to give me everything to see me succeed. No matter what they've been through, they've never stopped fighting for something better for my siblings and I. They both come from different backgrounds, but made it work to get us where we are right now." When asked, "Is there anything else that you would like to know, that you would like for us to know about you?" Melissa stated, "I would just like to say that I'm very grateful and excited for this opportunity that has been given to me, and that there are people out there that believe in me. This gives me hope and helps me to motivate myself to push myself harder and to work harder." Melissa Hernandez is the recipient of a $4,000 scholarship.
Okay. Hello and good evening. First of all, I want to say that I'm very thankful for being here today. I want to thank the MLK Scholarship Committee and the City of Oceanside for believing in me and supporting my college education. I would also like to thank the Lacey family for hosting this beautiful ceremony. Thank you as well to Ms. Harrell and the AVID program in general for always giving me support. If it wasn't for this program, my amazing teacher, who encouraged me to apply for this scholarship and to go to college, I probably wouldn't be standing here today. I don't have the words to express how thankful and how blessed I feel right now. I never imagined myself even close to this point. I was 14 years old when I moved to Oceanside. Sorry. A proud Tijuanense, and I didn't speak English. Learning English has been really challenging. I thought I was... Sorry. I thought I was never gonna be able to speak, read, or write any new language. People laugh and mentally destroy me. But yeah, with the help and encouragement of my friends, with the encouragement of my friends and my family, and my teacher, like my 8th grade teacher of science, Miss Lee, and my ELD teacher, Miss Moreno, within a few years, I was able to take AP classes in planning for college, and this helped me find myself. También me gustaría agradecer a mis padres que aunque sé que a veces batallan, siempre me han dado lo mejor. Yo sé que no ha sido fácil para ustedes, pero nunca me han dejado atrás. Por todos esos días cuando llegaba llorando de la escuela, y me trataban de consolar y decir que todo iba a estar bien. Todo lo que hago es por ustedes y para ustedes.
Sorry. Also, I would like to thank my parents that even though they struggled, they gave me everything they had. I know life hasn't been easy for them, yet they have never left me behind. On the days I came home crying, they comforted me and told me that everything will be okay. Everything I do is because for them and for them. Lastly, I would like to say that receiving this scholarship is a big accomplishment for me. I'm going to use to encourage myself to not give up when I face future challenges. I know there are a lot of people who believe in me, and I want to thank them. I want to make them proud. I want to be a positive role model for my community and be an inspiration to other first generation students, my cousins, nieces, and Latinas and second language learners. I want to show them that they belong in college too. The journey to get here wasn't easy, but I promise to everyone here that I'll keep fighting and dreaming for more, and I'll never forget my roots.
Thank you. Our next recipient is Andrea Ortiz Lopez. I'm sorry. Is it Angela or Andrea? Okay, all right. Andrea is a student at Oceanside High School. In the fall, Andrea will be attending the University of California, San Diego with a major in structural engineering. In Andrea's essay, she wrote, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s contributions and accomplishments have shown me the importance of being an advocate for change and working with people from different backgrounds to break down barriers. He has inspired me to accept the challenges I face in life and overcome them through communication and teamwork. When asked who is your role model and why, Andrea stated, my role models are my parents, because 30 years ago, my parents crossed the border hoping and searching for a better life for their children. They risked their lives multiple times for us, and for that, I could never repay them. They taught me what true determination was and how important family is. When asked to describe your perfect day, Andrea stated, my perfect day would consist of waking up at 7 in the morning and getting some fresh orange juice and an everything bagel with egg, sausage, and provolone cheese from I Love Bagels. Then going to the park and playing badminton with my family. Andrea Ortiz Lopez is the recipient of a $4,000 scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. I feel incredibly honored and privileged to be here today and to be chosen as an MLK Scholarship recipient for 2022. First, I want to thank the Lacey family for being so gracious and opening your beautiful home to all of us and allowing us to celebrate in such a memorable way. I want to thank the MLK Scholarship Committee and the City of Oceanside for investing in my future and helping me break the cycle of financial hardships within my family. Because of this scholarship, I am able to accomplish my dream of being a role model for my niece and nephews, to show them that no matter the financial hardships that you face in life, there are people out there who want to help you and to help you go to college. As a first-generation student, education is extremely important to me. I have witnessed firsthand the struggles of not being able to obtain an education. My parents have worked tirelessly to provide for our family, and their arthritic hands, their pains, their aches prove that. Dr. Martin Luther King fought to build equality within our society. Though in a different way, I hope to continue his legacy as a structural engineer. I want to use my college experience and the skills and tools that I learned through college to make a long-lasting impact in my community. I want to build structures in developing countries and build communities where they have access to clean water and sanitation. So thank you to the MLK Scholarship Committee and the City of Oceanside for changing my life and for changing my family's life. I want to thank the AVID program and Ms. Harrell for supporting me and my aspirations for the future. I have been a part of AVID for 7 years, and I wouldn't have had the resources in order to pursue higher education without it. I also want to thank my teacher, Mr. Hernandez, for supporting me throughout my entire high school career. He helped me find my voice and helped me realize that I can accomplish amazing things when I set my mind to it. Lastly, I want to thank my family for loving and supporting me unconditionally. My parents have made more sacrifices than I can count so I can be here today and so that I can pursue my dreams. They are my role models and my motivation to work hard in school. I love you, Mom and Dad, and thank you for coming here today. Por último, quiero agradecer a mi familia por amarme y apoyarme incondicionalmente. Mis padres han hecho más sacrificios de los que puedo contar para que pueda estar aquí hoy y para que pueda perseguir mis sueños. Son mis modelos a seguir y mi motivación para trabajar duro en la escuela. Te amo, mamá y papá, y gracias por venir hoy. Thank you, everyone, for believing in me.
So I have a little note here that said that there's one bathroom downstairs and 2 bathrooms upstairs. So if anybody does need to make a restroom break, I was in the military, my military people, if you need to make a head call, just go upstairs to the second deck. But if anybody needs to go to the bathroom, there's one downstairs and one upstairs. See, slip me a note, I'll read it. Our next recipient is Coral Garcia Santiago. Coral is a student at Oceanside High School. In the fall, she will be attending California State University, San Marcos, with a major in linguistics language studies. In her essay, she wrote, "I came to the United States at the age of 14 without knowing any English. I had to leave my mom behind and come live with my grandparents, entering a new life history completely alone. I only had my faith, as great as Dr. King had. I remember how Dr. King followed his dreams and how I have been able to achieve my dreams over the years. I could not be happier and prouder of myself so far. I take pride in knowing that I can now speak 3 languages due to my effort and dedication." When asked who is your role model and why, Coral stated, "My role model is my mother because she is my mother and father at the same time. She is brave, intelligent, strong. She never gives up. I will forever follow her advice and steps in life. She taught me to be a strong, determined, and independent woman and to always reach my goals." When asked, "What do you like to do in your free time?" Coral stated, "In my free time, I like to study my favorite languages, which are English, Italian, and Russian. This has prepared me for my career at Cal State University, San Marcos. And for me, learning languages is fun. Coral Garcia Santiago is the recipient of a $4,000 scholarship.
Okay. Hi, and good afternoon, everyone. I would like to say thank you to this amazing scholarship committee and the City of Oceanside for choosing me as a winner and investing in me. Thank you for believing in me and giving me this opportunity. Thank you to the Lacey family for your support, dedication, time, effort towards creating this beautiful event for me, my family, and fellow winners. The money I'm receiving will help me accomplish my goals and dreams of being the first person in my family to be able to go to college. Accomplish my goal or family be at university, prepare myself to be the person that I want to be, and help others. I have been working really hard to make my dreams come true, and thanks to the amazing support and extra money that I'm receiving from the MLK scholarship, I will making my dreams come true. I cannot forget to say thank you to the AVID program for always being there for me, pushing me and reminding me that if you work hard, I will reach to succeed. My AVID class and teachers encourage me and believe in me. They are always telling me that I will be successful in life as a student and as a person. I want to say thank you to my teachers, Miss Harrell and Mrs. Stone, for believing me and love me as much as I love them. For Spanish for my mom, en español para mi mamá. Mamá, gracias por absolutamente todo lo que cada día haces por mí. Siempre estás ahí en las buenas y en las malas. Siempre estaré contigo, mamá. I just want, what I just gonna translate for in what I say. Thank you, mother, for absolutely everything. Thank you to my family, my mom for being my role model, for believing me on in those days when no one else did. She believed in me even when I felt that I was not going to make it in the United States because I didn't speak any English. And now I'm here learning 3 different languages and graduating ready to go to university. I'm ready to start this new journey of my life, positive and always with faith in God. I'm ready to help my community and change the world. Thank you to all those who believe in me. Once again, MLK Scholarship, Oceanside Community, AVID Program, and family. I cannot be more grateful and blessed to be the chosen student for this scholarship. I'm so happy, proud. Life just began. Let's make our dream come true. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next recipient is Emma Doe. Emma is a student at El Camino High School, and in the fall, she will be attending the University of California, Irvine with a double major in business administration and molecular biology. Unfortunately, Emma is not able to be here with us on this evening. She had a prior engagement. Miracosta College graduation kind of conflicts with our event. So Emma is the recipient of a $5,000 scholarship. Our next recipient is Caitlin Enna. Caitlin is a student at El Camino High School. In the fall, Caitlin will be attending Vanguard University with a major in kinesiology. In Caitlin's essay, she wrote, "The name Martin Luther King Jr. stands for courage and honor. It stands for justice and integrity. The name Martin Luther King Jr. is the definition of equity and love. There's no doubt in my mind that the teachings of Dr. King have influenced my life and the way I perceive the world greatly. I grew up knowing the importance of his movement, and I'm grateful to have grown up with a generation who respects his teachings as much as I do. When asked who is your role model and why, Caitlin stated, "One of my role models is my mother, due to her work ethic and how much time and effort she puts into the things she loves." When asked if you could have dinner with any four people, dead or alive, who would they be and why, Caitlin stated, "Probably Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and Jaden Smith, so we can talk about the political and economic state of the world." Caitlin Enna is the recipient of a $5,000 scholarship.
Hi, nice to have you guys here. Let me just get this set up right here. First off, I would like to thank God for this opportunity and getting me where I am today. Without Him, is this better? With Him by my side, all things are possible. Next, I would like to thank the Scholarship Committee and the City of Oceanside and the Lacey's for opening up your house to us. I really appreciate it. Finally, I'd like to thank my family, friends, my counselor and teachers at El Camino High School who have watched over me each step of the way, guiding me towards success. Getting where I am wasn't easy, nor did I have fast routes towards my goals, but having you guys here stripped all the stress and anxiety away so I can continue marching towards my achievements. I'm a varsity cheer captain. I won homecoming queen at my high school, and I have always felt, because of my fashionable appearance and my bubbly attitude at school, people have never taken me seriously when it came to academics, or just never taken me seriously in general. This really did decrease the amount of confidence I had in my intelligence, especially this year. It threw me down a dark spiral, but over time, I did realize that if I'm going to make it in this world, I need to pick myself up, dust off my own shoulders, and prove to myself that I'm worth the effort. I had to realize that I have a lot more potential than most people have thought or even said. As Dr. King said, we must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. I've applied myself, and I am proud to say, not only am I a varsity cheer captain and a HOCO queen, I'm also El Camino National Honor Society School Committee Chair. I'm an avid senior class president. I am my family's first honor roll student. I have 100+ hours of community service, and I am an active student of El Camino High School. Thank you. I will be attending Vanguard University as a first-gen college student. I will be a kinesiology pre-health major in hopes to become a physical therapist. And then I am also recruited to be a part of Vanguard University's stunt team. I am happy and grateful for all the blessings God has brought upon me. Being raised by a single mother due to the horrible passing of my father. Sorry. Hope is what carried me throughout these past 4 years of my high school career. Sorry, the tears. Sorry. The anxiety, the depression, and the worries and concerns, all the financial stress, all those late nights my mother has worked, only having 1 day off from 2 jobs, even me getting a job to help her out so I can get close to even attending a college of my dreams. Hope is what stuck by my side. Most of my fellow Polynesians, friends and family, decide to take the athletic route, but as a proud Polynesian woman, it is an honor to represent my culture and my Polynesian community through the scholarship and my academics. Receiving the scholarship not only helps me financially, but knowing the application process, it shows how much I've developed not only academically, but personally. When I think about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., it's a bit overwhelming to think about all the influence he's had on society back then and even now. I've grown up learning about him, and at a young age, I decided to apply his teachings and the lessons of Dr. King's life to my life. Doing so not only has improved my character, but my friendships and relationships. With current events, the world is in desperate need of change and peace more than ever. And I truly believe, with individuals including myself, the rest of the wonderful scholarship winners, and the next upcoming generation, will really do us good, and we will prosper as a community. Lastly, I want to dedicate this scholarship award. Sorry. I want to dedicate this scholarship award to my dad, who sadly passed away Christmas of 2010. Sorry. He was my protector and my light. Thank you. And will forever be my angel. I love and miss you so much, Dad. I hope all these awards and accomplishments show you how hard your little girl works, then, now, and forever. Thank you.
Our next recipient is Ariel Campos Hernandez. Ariel is a student at Oceanside High School. In the fall, she will be attending the University of California, San Diego with a major in structural engineering. In Ariel's essay, she wrote, "Red. As I was growing up, the color red was a symbol of evil and distress. This was shown in the civil rights protest in Selma, Alabama in 1965, which is known as Bloody Sunday. This tragedy was brought upon to the public when Martin Luther King Jr. made a speech and stated, 'Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter.' After hearing this quote by Dr. King, I didn't realize how much of an impact it would make on me. Dr. King demonstrated bravery and leadership when going through obstacles he had faced, but always advocated for change through the use of his voice and nonviolence to encourage others to make a difference for what was right. When asked who is your role model and why, Ariel stated, 'My role model would have to be my father, since he immigrated to this country at a young age for a better future for himself, my sisters, and me. He never had the opportunity to finish high school and always dreamt of being an architect. From a young age, he pushed me to pursue a career in engineering, to which now he has taught me that achieving your goals takes hard work, but in the end, it all pays off. This is why now I am fulfilling my and my father's dream of pursuing a career in architecture.' When asked to describe your perfect day, she stated, 'A perfect day for me would have to be a day that I am able to spend with my sisters and go out to breakfast, go shopping for like 4 hours, eat again, go to Barnes & Noble, then go to the beach, and later go home and watch a movie and eat again.' Although my sisters and I do argue a lot, we all bring out the best in each other. So I would consider having a perfect day with my forever best friends." Ariel Campos Hernandez is the recipient of a $5,000 scholarship.
I'm pretty tall. Good evening, everyone. I truly feel honored to be awarded this prestigious scholarship award. I would like to give a big thank you to the MLK committee, the City of Oceanside, the Lacey family, and Avid, since without them, my fellow recipients and I wouldn't be awarded the scholarship to help with our desires of pursuing a higher education. I would also like to give a big thank you to two significant individuals in my life who I met at the start of my high school year, Ms. Harrell and Mr. Hernandez. With these two teachers, I have been able to create a connection. They have guided me all throughout high school and made it possible for my dreams of pursuing a STEM career and having the opportunity to attend a 4-year college possible. I would lastly like to give a big thank you to my parents for giving me the world, not in luxury items or riches, but in their love. I was never the kid to have the best clothes to have the best clothes or have the best lunches, but I always thought I was the kid with the best family. My parents came to this country young and alone for a better life for themselves and for my 3 sisters and I. My father faced many obstacles from being homeless in the mountainside of California and having to run from ICE multiple times, but soon was able to sustain citizenship. My mother, on the other hand, I worry about. I cherish every day, every minute, and every second of spending time with her because I never know when she will be taken away from my family. Her immigration status conflicts with the Immigration Responsibility Act of 1996. This legislation even added a penalty that impacts my mother, and she is not capable of obtaining citizenship no matter how much she pays a lawyer or her actions. My worry for her will never end. At a young age, my father told me, "No vas a llegar a ningún lado sin ponerte las pilas." Meaning that you're not going to get anywhere without putting in your batteries. Technically, humans don't need batteries since we don't need external powered connections to help power ourselves, but we do need to take action to reach our goals, which is what I did. I started working at the age of 16 since I stressfully questioned if I was going to be able to attend a university straight out of high school. Unlike other kids my age, I hardly went out since I was always working to be able to sustain myself financially and save for college. Now I'm working 30 hours a week while also managing my schoolwork to be able to save money for college. But with the help of the scholarship, I am one step closer to being able to pay for all 4 years of college without the financial help of my parents. In addition to these challenges, during my sophomore year, I was sexually assaulted. While this event gratefully impacted my mental health and education, I was able to overcome this obstacle and turn this into an experiencing journey where I was able to speak out and empower myself and others. I hope to continue this empowerment throughout my life, such as the next chapter of attending college. From many headlines of news reports, I have seen far too many young women be sexually assaulted at college parties and not much action being taken place. My goal is to create an outlet for women to feel that they have a voice to speak about these situations. This is why I'm here tonight, wearing this teal ribbon that is representing myself and all survivors of sexual assault. We shouldn't be ashamed of a crime that we didn't commit, but instead speak out for what we believe in. I have learned the power of empowering myself and others and will continue growing in this area until my batteries have reached full capacity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our next recipient is Ariane Patkinson. Ariane is a student at Oceanside High School. In the fall, she will be attending the University of California, San Diego, majoring in social psychology. In her essay, she wrote, although Dr. King was unjustly treated and faced with hostility, he continued to persevere and change the world. Similarly, my obstacles has made me stronger. When asked who is your role model and why, Ariane stated, my mom will always be my role model. She has overcome many obstacles as a mom to give me a chance to pursue my dreams. I admire her for her resilience and work ethic, and I would like to become a person like her. Miss Stephanie Harrell, AVID coordinator, had this to say about her. Ariane is a driven young woman who has done so much to support her peers and the community of Oceanside. She is a kind and considerate person who constantly looks out for others while still never losing sight of her own goals. When asked if you were to write an autobiography, what would the title be and why, she stated, if I were to write an autobiography, I would title it Silent Defiance. I fought a few specific battles that completely tore me apart. I was in an uncomfortable situation where I was unsure of my ability to pull through. The title represents my refusal to give up on myself and continuance in my journey toward the path of success and happiness. Ariane Patkinson is the recipient of a $5,000 scholarship.
Thank you. Thank you. When I first came to the United States, I was 10 years old. I was thrilled to arrive in a foreign setting and finally be with my family. But most importantly, I was thrilled to meet my new classmates and make new friends. What I didn't anticipate, however, was the racism and bullying I faced at such a young age. The obstacles I faced completely broke me, and it became a time when I wanted to give up on myself. I never told my parents because when my mom picked me up on the first day of school with a big smile on her face and she opened up her arms to hug me, I didn't want to let her down. I knew the sacrifices and obstacles my friends faced to give my siblings and me a better future, so I endured and persisted. 7 years ago, I wouldn't have the courage to stand here before all of you as I make this speech because of the trauma of people making fun of my broken English and Filipino accent. Now, 7 years after, I'm proud to say that I finally won my bottle. As I brandished the English words I perfected like swords to defend myself from those who oppress me, I stand here today with confidence and triumph after defeating the people who brought me down. My obstacles and parents might have been my motivation to persist. However, it is my scholarship donors, the MLK committee, and the city of Oceanside who are making my dream possible. You are my soldiers and shields that protect me from the arrows that are thrown in my direction. You become one of my reasons to continue fighting. Receiving this scholarship is both a privilege and an honor. Your investment in my education humbles me, and I am now more motivated than ever to succeed at UC San Diego and pursue a career in dermatology. My acne became a significant reason that minimized the confidence I gained after winning my battle with English. I realized how much effort I put into being invisible because of my insecurities. So I want to make people feel powerful, beautiful, and strong. This scholarship is not only assisting my financial needs in the present, but it is ensuring my success in the future. I would like to thank the Lacey's for opening up their home for this ceremony. I can't express my gratitude enough, and I know the only way I can show my gratitude is by graduating from both high school and college and succeeding in life. It is an honor to have my potential recognized, but I couldn't dare say that I stand here alone before you slowly on my own accord. So many people have contributed along the way. So I would like to thank my avid teacher, Mrs. Harrell, who truly made this possible. Mrs. Harrell, I am truly grateful for your generosity as you have gone above and beyond to support me. So thank you. You always had faith in me even when I didn't, and that alone encouraged me to keep fighting. I am forever grateful of having you as my teacher. Most importantly, I would like to express my great gratitude to my parents for everything. Ma, Pa, I'm all grown up now. Rest assured and pat yourself on the back because we made it. I'm finally going to college. I know all of the sacrifice you've taken for me, and I promise you that I will return them back with my success. I can't express how much I love you two enough, and I hope I can continue to make you two proud. Thank you.
Thank you. And so we do have another check that just came in from Dance K. Mills, a check for $100 to the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship Fund. Thank you so much. Our next recipient is Diane Ibarra. Is it Ibarra? Okay, come on up. Diane is a student at Oceanside High School. In the fall, she will be attending Cal Poly Pomona University with a major in animal science with an emphasis in pre-vet. In Diane's essay, she wrote, I feel connected with Dr. King's quote, why should I keep fighting for something that I should have been born with? Dr. King showed the path for anyone of color and any minority like women to fight those adversities that may stop us from achieving our goals. When asked who is your role model and why, Diane stated, my role model is my mother because even though things get hard, she always has a positive energy and a smile on her face. My mother is the kindest human that I've ever met. She always sees the good things in all people, even if they have hurt her. Also, she has never given up. She works very hard to sustain my family and make sure we always have food on the table. She is a very resilient woman, and I'm proud to say that she is my mother. Kim Roy, instructed Oceanside High School Health Careers Academy, had this to say about Diane. Diane has the perseverance and desire necessary to achieve her goals. She has a never give up attitude. I know she will accomplish great achievements in her future career. When asked what is one thing about you that would surprise most people, Diane stated, one thing that surprises most people about me is that I always go towards my goals and I do not stop until I achieve them. I came to this country without knowing how to speak English, and now I will be graduating with honors. Diane Ibarra is the recipient of an $8,000 scholarship.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here. First of all, I want to thank the MLK Scholarship Committee and the City of Oceanside for providing us with this great opportunity, and to the Lacey's for opening up their home for this event. I grew up in a small town in Guanajuato, Mexico, known as Comanjilla, where the dream of obtaining a higher education was only a dream. As I grew up, I realized that no woman in my family got to finish high school, and in my town, the only women that went to college were the ones with a good economic position. There was no one like me who I can relate to. And I want to change, so I thought that going to college was not an option for people like me, and I want to change that. I want to be a role model for my niece and my sister, for they to see that they have someone supporting them. Challenging my family's ideologies of women not going to school because their place is in the kitchen has not been easy, as I had many misogynist comments regarding to my future. Like, why should I keep studying if I'm going to gonna end up getting married? When I came to the United States, I saw that there was a possibility for me to go to college. When I came here, I didn't even know how to ask permission to go to the restroom. But I worked hard to learn the new language because I didn't want to give up on my dream of becoming a vet. And in 3 years, I was reclassified from ELD. During my sophomore year, I was placed in AVID, where I met the wonderful woman who at that time I didn't know that would become so important for me, that she was going to become like my second mom. As she guided me throughout this journey as a first-generation high school student graduate and new to this country, it was very hard to find people who will help me. My avid mother has seen me cry, laugh, and even get mad, but she's always there supporting me, even more than people who I share the same blood with. Lastly, I want to thank my friends who stood by my side during these 4 years, and to my sisters, quienes sacrificaron sus sueños para yo poder cumplir los míos. Y a mis papás no lo hubiera logrado sin ustedes. Y también quiero agradecer especialmente a mi hermana Edith, quien siempre estuvo en mi lado, y aun cuando yo creía que no lo iba a poder, ella siempre estuvo ahí. And if the multiverse exists, I hope that in every life, these wonderful people will be by my side. And thank you.
All right. Well, the checks just keep on coming. My favorite part of the night. Kenley M. Bennett, we have a check for $200. I'm sorry. Let me clean my glasses off here. Where's Kenley at? Bennett. Okay. We got a check for $2,000. Thank you so much. Our next recipient is Anthony Gonzalez. Anthony is a student at Oceanside High School. In the fall, he will be attending California State University, San Marcos, with a major in criminal justice. In his essay, he wrote, "Whenever I think of Dr. King, I think about one of his powerful quotes. If you can't fly, then run. If you can run, then walk, and if you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. This is the quote I live by. For instance, many obstacles kept being thrown my way, from living without my parents to being homeless. I never let anything stop me. I am the oldest of four siblings that depend on me. Therefore, I knew I had to keep moving forward no matter how difficult things got. When asked, "What accomplishment are you most proud of?" Anthony stated, "I am most proud of my photograph, Rocky Waters, placing top 8 in the Congressional Art Competition of the 49th District and being recognized by Congressman Mike Levin." Chandra Faust, instructed Oceanside High School, said this about Anthony. As a member of the honor roll, Anthony has proven his ability to manage his time and stay focused on a positive future. Anthony's challenges stemming from his family life may seem insurmountable to some, but not to Anthony. Since a very young age, his parents have been deported many times, leaving him to take care of his younger siblings. At the worst time, they slept in a truck. In the best of times, they rented a room for all of them to sleep. When asked if you were to write an autobiography, what would the title be and why? Anthony stated, "I would name my autobiography Rocky Road to Success because succeeding is not as easy as one thinks. Along the road of many successful people, there were challenges they faced, but they kept pushing through. I also had many bumps in my road to success, but I kept going because I know that hard work pays off eventually. I had to keep pushing through because I have three younger siblings looking up to me. The easy road isn't always the best road. Therefore, I am glad I had a rocky road to success." Anthony Gonzalez is the recipient of an $8,000 scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anthony Gonzalez, and I am honored to be an MOK Scholarship recipient. I want to start off by saying thank you to everybody who believed in me. Thank you to the Scholarship Committee, the City of Oceanside, and the Lacey's for being nice enough to open up their home for this epic ceremony. I also want to thank Avid and Ms. Harrell because none of this would have been possible without the help of the program. Growing up, I always thought attending college was impossible for a person like me. Everywhere I went, people always assumed the worst. Many didn't believe in me because of the way I dressed or because of the way I was. In my family, attending college was an impossible mission to accomplish. After high school, I only had two options offered to me: working with my father in landscaping or joining the military. Thanks to Ms. Harrell, I was able to explore many options I didn't even know I had. Ms. Harrell reminds me of a teacher from the movie called Freedom Riders, Erin Gruwell. Not only is she such a great teacher, but she also cares about each and every one of her students. She ensures to greet everyone at the door, and if a student is late, she'll even stop mid-sentence just to greet you with such a big smile. Little things like these can really make a difference. It made a difference in my life, and it made me feel as if someone actually cared for me. We need more teachers like her who not only do their job, but they do it with love. I also want to thank my parents because without them, I would not have been here. I want to show them that the sacrifices they made for me were worth it in the end. I also want to thank my girlfriend and my younger sister who are present here to support me. Without them, I would never have the drive to continue and chase after my dreams. They have always helped me be the best version of myself. Thank you. My siblings and I grew up together. We learned to survive together, we learned to succeed together, but most importantly, we learned to love each other. We helped each other stay strong through these adversities. We were always by each other's side no matter what the case was. It will always be my siblings first. The other reason I keep going, especially for my youngest sister, Tanya. My bad. Nah, this is hard. Hold on. I can't even. Hold on. Thank you, Tony, for staying strong with me and being my sidekick. I wouldn't have been able to done this without you, and I mean it. But this is crazy. I don't even cry. I don't even know why I'm crying. I remember, like, I was telling my teachers and my peers I was not gonna cry, and look at me. This is embarrassing. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you a lot. I also want to thank Upward Bound and Project Reach for guiding me through my high school journey. They always ensured that I was on top of my academics and that I was on track to graduate with honors. Also, special thanks to Ms. Vice, Ms. Viapondo, and Ms. Marcon because they sparked my interest in the field of criminal justice. They are the reason I showed up to school every day so that I could feed my brain with such knowledge. This award isn't just a scholarship, but it is a leap closer to my dreams. It's an opening to the pathway out of poverty. It is a step closer to my ultimate goal, which is to help end the cycle of poverty and crime in low-income communities like mine, and continue to help many others as long as my time on earth allows me to. I plan on becoming a probation officer and a mentor for troubled youth. Someone many young individuals may look up to, someone many can relate to because they see themselves in me. I want to be the person who leads these young individuals out of their bad habits. I want to show them that it doesn't matter what color of one's skin is, nor the way they dress. As long as they put their mind to it, they can accomplish anything. I plan on making a difference just like Martin Luther King Jr. did. Once again, thank you to the scholarship committee. With this award, I can finally say that I will be the first in my entire family to attend a university. Thank you.
Thank you. Three more. Just three more. Our next recipient is Yulani Hernandez. Yulani is a student at Oceanside High School. In the fall, she will be attending the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, with a major in biology on the pre-med track. In her essay, she wrote, Dr. King has taught me what it means to forgive and foresee the negative aspects of generalizations, and that it is up to me to decide whether to let prejudice predict my destination or to push through the thorns and bloom even without being watered. Taylor Galvin, science teacher at Oceanside High School, had this to say about Yeleni. Yeleni's leadership and involvement in our school community is even more admirable considering the adversity she has had to overcome while achieving so much. While I had Yeleni in biology, she underwent a surgery that caused her to miss weeks of school. Despite this, she still earned an A in the course because of her hard work and tenacity. Yeleni would come in before and after school and sacrifice her lunchtime to make up missed tests, attend tutoring sessions, and even take advantage of retest opportunities for any scores less than her personal best. When asked who is your role model and why, Yeleni stated, My role models are both of my immigrant parents who sacrificed what meant everything to them so that a universal palette of opportunities were in reach for my brother and I. My mom, even with arthritis, pushes through as a housekeeper where her hands are vital to be able to provide for her family, while my dad works under the scorching sun as a construction worker. No matter the circumstances, my parents both support and shower me with love. They're not perfect, and that is what makes them my role models. They accept the flaws and those that others place on them and do not use that as a reason to hinder their growth as a person. When asked what is one thing about you that would surprise most people, Yeleni stated, One thing about me that would surprise most people is that I like to sing. This is something I keep to myself. Singing allows me to let out all of my energy and feelings. Yeleni Hernandez is the recipient of a $10,000 scholarship.
Before I begin, sorry I look crazy, I've been crying the whole time. I also would like to thank the Lacey's for giving us all an environment to embrace our adversities tonight. Okay, so now I speak. Good evening, everybody. It is an honor to stand here before you tonight. My name is Yeleni Hernandez, and like many recipients here tonight, I am a first-generation student. My parents immigrated here to give me a better life, and I have taken advantage of every opportunity that crosses my path. 3 years ago, I would have not believed I'd be here. I like to think of myself as a flower watered without cordiality, at least through the beginning of my journey. When I encountered my biggest adversity, those who revolved around my personal and academic life judged me for being the little sister of my brother who was continually incarcerated, in and out of juvenile hall. Dirt was thrown at me when those who I thought were there to support me threw indignant comments at me. I felt ashamed living in a world where teachers, friends, and family members were overrode by comments and assumptions that weren't true of myself. However, I soon realized that even with dirt, I can grow. I took the bad and hurtful comments and allowed them to fuel me to be better for my family, to be better for my community, and especially for my brother. Although there were many individuals who doubted me, they soon were outweighed by the individuals who took their time to know me for me. These individuals planted inside of me with new seeds to grow. And although I grew without cordiality, they watered me with love and support. Therefore, I began to blossom. Tonight, I want to give a big thank you to the MLK Scholarship Committee, the people of Oceanside, and the Lacey's, and everyone present here tonight for watering me with support and allowing me to blossom into a new chapter in my life by relieving financial burdens and allowing me to attend a four-year university right after high school with their immense financial support. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for having hope in students like me who are always watered with my ability. You are making a difference not only within our Oceanside community, but beyond, as I know that all of the recipients here tonight will pave the way for difference in the pursuit of their dreams. Secondly, I would like to thank mis papás. Gracias por todo lo que han sacrificado por mí. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all the sacrifices you have made for me. Lo hicimos, we did it. In a world where my parents are outsiders, I know at times they feel as if I am ashamed of having immigrant parents, when in reality, it is their work ethic, their willingness to take risks, and their strong motifs that keep them moving that makes me most proud of being a product of immigrants. No one works as hard as them. Mi mamá, sin importar que tiene artritis, trabaja duro limpiando casas y cuartos de hotel por sacarme adelante. No importa que sus manos griten por ayuda. Hasta cuando estoy estresada, con las mismas manos son las que me soban. My mom, regardless of the fact that she has arthritis, works hard cleaning houses and hotel rooms to get me ahead. It doesn't matter that her hands scream for help. Even when I'm stressed, the same hands are the ones that massage me to relieve my stress. While my dad works under the scorching sun, working in construction. Mientras mi papá trabaja bajo el sol, matante trabajando en construcción. He never complains. Mi papá nunca se queja. Aunque no vivan la vida que se imaginaron vivir cuando llegaron a los Estados Unidos, espero que sepan que juntos estamos logrando el sueño americano. Although Mom and Dad, you may not live the life you imagined you would live when you arrived in the United States, I hope you know that together we are achieving the American dream. I would also like to give a huge thank you to AVID, in specific, my AVID teacher, Ms. Harrell, who never fails to enlighten every student she comes across. She truly is my AVID mom. When I feel like giving up, there she is, with her enormous smile and bright eyes that fill me with words of encouragement. She was the first person to ever believe in me at Oceanside High School, and she has never doubted me since. I do not think she will ever understand how much she means to me. Thank you, Ms. Harrell, for being the first to water me. In honor of all of the other first-generation students, I'd like to honor you tonight for being an amazing asset to AVID and for opening millions of doors for all of us. My AVID experience would have not been even comparable to what you have fulfilled inside of me. I will miss your hugs, your words of consolidation, and most importantly, your big smile as I move on to the next chapter in my life. But I cannot wait to see how many other students you enlighten and make college an option for them. I would like to end once again by saying thank you to the MLK Scholarship Committee, the City of Oceanside, and the Lacey's for hosting this heartwarming event. You are inspiring. In the near future, I hope to one day be the founder of a foundation similar to yours, serving the underserved. I hope my foundation is just as exemplary as yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next recipient is Tori Stapp. Tori is a student at Oceanside High School. In the fall, she will be attending Cal Poly Humboldt and majoring in environmental science and environmental management. In her essay, she wrote, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s history with the pursuit of justice planted a seed for change in me, and the world we live in nurtured it into my passion. Being a part of something larger than yourself makes change feel possible. When asked, who is your role model and why, Tori stated, my grandmother is my role model because she has overcome so many life struggles. She is devoted to helping her community and has spent years as a drug and alcohol counselor at Brother Benno's Soup Kitchen. She made caring about others and acting with kindness an important value of mine. When asked what accomplishment are you most proud of, Tori stated, I am most proud of myself for having won this award. I have never really won anything like this before. When I found out I won, I could not stop hysterically crying. Tori Stapp is the recipient of a $10,000 scholarship.
I'm gonna need a couple of these. Let me just set up my phone real quick. I'm trying. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I have really bad stage fright. I remember the first time I gave a presentation in high school. I cried, and my teachers just kind of encouraged me to keep going. And as we can see, I'm still kind of battling that today. Um, and, like I'd like to think that I'm a little less anxious now, but we'll see. um, like was already said in my introduction, I've never really won anything like this before. And when I found out that I won $10,000 from the city of Oceanside, it went into full-blown hysterics. And I bawled my eyes out. It felt like I was being pranked. And I couldn't stop the waterfall of tears from streaming down my face, just out of pure joy. I hadn't felt that confident in my essay or my application. I just wrote from my heart, and I wrote about what I cared about. Or about equality. Sorry. Equality in the global community. Two things that are very deeply tied into my heart, as well as what I tie with Martin Luther King. You have no idea how much this award means to me. With the money I earn, I'm going to fund my bachelor's of environmental science with a minor in marine biology. I want to change the world, or I guess like a better way to describe it is saving the world. I want to pursue sustainability and preserve what's left of our planet and work towards mitigating the damage that we've already done to it. I want to help people, much like how Martin Luther King helped others. I just want to thank the scholarship committee and the city of Oceanside for presenting me with this opportunity. I want to thank my family for... I'm so sorry. I just want to thank my family for always supporting me, especially my parents and my grandmother for being my biggest inspirations. I couldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And thank you guys so much for dealing with this. And I'm so happy to be here tonight. If I could do it all over again, I would. Thank you guys so much. Please have a great night.
Thank you. Before we get to our last recipient of the evening, I do want to acknowledge Frank Zuge. He's back there talking. This scholarship started 31 years ago, and I just saw Frank. I believe he's moved to Tucson, Arizona now, but he is one of the founding members of this scholarship. So God bless you and thank you for coming back. Our last recipient for this evening is Micah Gutierrez. Micah is a student at El Camino High School. In the fall, she will be attending the University of California, San Diego with a major in psychology with a specialization in clinical psychology. In her essay, she wrote, "As a minority, I am well aware that there is a disparity in health care for minorities, especially psychiatric care, due to the economical and cultural differences. Often minorities are hesitant to seek mental health care because psychiatrists do not understand their culture. I want to bridge this gap with my own experiences and hopefully help bring harmony to the community, for people will be able to love themselves and have the capacity to love and appreciate others. When asked who is your role model and why, Micah stated, "My role models are my parents and my grandmother because they immigrated from the Philippines and have worked arduously to provide the best life for my brother and me. I appreciate their sacrifices and I aim to make them proud of me being the first person in my family to graduate college in the U.S. and to become a psychiatrist." When asked to describe your perfect day, Micah stated, "I would like to wake up in a cabin in the middle of the woods, isolated from the bustling city life. I make myself some pancakes with honey and butter. I'd pack myself lunch, painting supplies, and a nice book. Then I'll take a walk outside and be greeted with the birds and several little forest creatures. After that, I'd find a sunny hill to lay down on, eat lunch, and read a book. I'd do some plain air painting, then head back home to make some dinner with fresh vegetables from my backyard garden. I'd unwind with a bath and then climb up on the roof of my cabin to do some stargazing and fall asleep." Micah Gutierrez is the recipient of a $15,000 scholarship.
Good evening, y'all. Hi. Okay, so one of my favorite literary quotes is from Chuck Palahniuk's Invisible Monsters. He also wrote The Fight Club, if y'all are aware of that, which is, "Nothing of me is original. I am the combined effort of everyone I've ever known." And it is true. I am a giant jigsaw puzzle of emotions and mentors and inspiration. I would not be here today without my parents, obviously. Thank you. They have inspired me to persevere with a strong moral compass. But I also would not be here without my grandmother and my younger brother for encouraging me every step of the way. I would like to thank the city of Oceanside for being my home and its beautiful romantic beaches. Not lowercase r romantic, but capital R romantic, as in the literary movement, if y'all are aware of that as well. That calls for embracing nature and feelings. I mean, that sounds kind of cheesy and nerdy, but then again, I am the combined effort of everyone I've ever known, so y'all are cheesy and nerdy too, if y'all know me. In a good way. I'd like to thank the scholarship committee and the sponsors for choosing me to receive the $15,000 scholarship. I'm truly grateful that you read my application and saw my potential and my dreams and my ability to better the world by destigmatizing mental health. Like, really, I was so stoked when I received the news during school. I didn't receive it until way later during the first period when I was checking my email on my computer and I just saw, "You got a $15,000 scholarship." And I was like, "No way." And I couldn't take my phone out, so I had to email my dad from the school email, be like, "Oh my gosh, Dad." And it was just like a really hasty email. And then when the period was over, I rushed over and called my mom and was like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, I got a $15,000 scholarship." And she's like, "I'm gonna cry." And I'm like, "Me too." Yeah, and it was a great day. That was a really great day. I would like to thank the Lacey's for providing their home to us on their blessed day, and the ducks over there that are really cool. I love those ducks now. They're like my pets. And I would also like to thank my mentors and teachers, especially the Becoming a Global Citizen program, for believing in me and honing my skills so I became more confident. And I'd also like to thank my friends for the fun I've had through the years. I think y'all have contributed to my sense of humor. I'm the product of everyone's hard work and patience, and again, I'd like to thank everyone for making me this jigsaw puzzle of memories. But I'm also the product of struggles as well. One of my biggest struggles was with social media, especially during my freshman year and sophomore year. I was comparing myself to others. I received some hate comments on my art as well, and I was not in a good mental state. And it led me to becoming addicted to social media, which is strange, 8 hours a day, which is insane. And I ended up deleting social media for a year, and I lost a bunch of people who I thought were my friends, and they did not reach out to help me as I spiraled into some sort of depressive state. But I bettered myself, and I was able to realize that I can overcome this. And with that experience, I created a research paper, and I took a Miracosta class, and I learned that I was not alone in this social media downward spiral, and it's actually a universal experience, and social media can lower people's self-esteem. And I'm still being completed. I'm not a finished puzzle. I'm growing. I'm still learning to love myself. Like, self-love, as other people have said, is a journey, and I'm still on that journey. I promise I will make y'all proud by becoming a psychiatrist and joining the battle in destigmatizing mental health and helping minorities especially. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to ask the class of 2022 Dr. Martin Luther King Scholarship recipients to please stand. Come on, y'all. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you so much. You can be seated. Now, there's a little tradition that we have here with the Dr. King Scholarship. And at this time, I'm going to ask all of the past recipients, this will be you next year, come back and see me. I'm going to ask all of the past recipients from the Dr. King Scholarship to please join me on the stage. If you're a past recipient, thank you. So they're going to come up here and they're going to give you a little bit of insight about what you're looking forward into going into in college. So tell us what high school you went to, the year you graduated or the year you received your scholarship. So we have a couple past recipients. Keep your remarks, how many up here? Keep your remarks to about 1 minute if you can. And just come and just pass on some words of encouragement to our scholarship winners. Say your name. What year? I'm looking at names because I've been doing this for about 17 or 18 years, so I feel like I'm probably old enough to be some of their moms now. 2018. Oh, Alexis. Yep, remember you. Okay. Here you go.
Good evening, everyone. It's been a minute since I've been on the stage. I received my scholarship in 2018 from Oceanside High School. I am a proud graduate. Oh, 2 weeks exactly. Well, tomorrow, 2 weeks ago, I graduated from Mills College in Oakland, California, with honors of a bachelor's in media and cultural studies and a double minor in business administration and ethics studies. So to see all of you guys in front of me, I'm so proud of you guys. You guys have no idea how proud I am. I'm leaving you with 2 things. One, I want to thank you guys, and I really want to encourage you guys to prioritize your mental health. You need to do that. You're going to be going through a lot. These 4 years I just had are intense. I need you guys to make sure and promise me that you will prioritize your mental health, because it only gets harder from here on out. My second thing that I also help you with that is I want you to lean on your community. Truly, look at the people around you. Think about those who cannot be here tonight, those who are not here tonight. Lean on them. We are here to support you. We would not be here without you guys. So thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Yvette Martinez. Hi everyone, my name is Yvette Martinez. I graduated from El Camino in 2018. This past March, I graduated from UCSD with a BS in Education Sciences and a BA in Sociology.
Thank you.
And then in the fall, I'll be starting my master's in higher education at Cal State Fullerton. And so I just want to tell everyone that I'm so proud of you and good luck during the fall. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jose Alpizar. I'm a graduate of 2019 from El Camino High School. I just want to express my admiration for all of you and my inspiration. I didn't think coming back how much y'all's stories would affect me and like hit me that deep, but it really did. I'm finishing up my 3rd year at UC San Diego with a degree in international business. Hopefully, like if I'm blessed enough, I get to graduate on time. But yeah, given that I'm trying to keep this short, I just want to leave y'all with you are some of the best, if not the best, that this city has to offer. Never forget that. You are paving a path to the people before you and the people after you. Even like I said, your stories inspired me. If I can leave you with any word of advice, it'd be just don't give up. Just always look back to this day, look back to this night of reassurance that people that you don't know saw something in you and believed in you. And just let that motivate you. I bring that with me every day, every step I have on campus. I know my city's behind me and has my support, so that just keeps me persistent and resilient. I want to leave with one short quote by Dr. Martin Luther King, given that this is a scholarship in his name, that I think perfectly encapsulates this moment here in time and encapsulates like all of us. And the reason we're all here for, I mean, we are all stewards of this city. Everybody can be great, everybody, because everybody can serve. So thank you, and I'll leave you with that.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Hello. My name is Jessica Solano. I'm a recipient from 2016. 6 years ago, that was me in your spot, wondering how I would get through college, if I would get through college. And 2 years ago, I graduated with a BA in psychology and a BA in Spanish from UC Riverside. Thank you. I just want to say cherish every single moment of college, the good and the bad. I met some of the most wonderful people there. I found myself there. And take care of your mental health. I cannot stress that enough. Take care of your mental health. Take care of yourself. Your grades are important, but take care of yourself as well. And you can do it. Hearing everybody talk tonight, it reminded me of where I came from and just all the things I've been through to get through college. And if I did it, you guys can do it too. So I'm so proud of you guys.
Hello, everyone. My name is Esmeralda Gonzalez. I graduated in 2020 from UCR with a bachelor's in ethnic studies and political science. I'm currently working for the Oceanside Public Library with the grant that seeks to bring city services to an underserved part of Oceanside. I just want to congratulate you all. You know, college will truly be a life-changing experience. Take care of yourself, lean on your loved ones, and go and find yourselves wherever that may be. But always remember your communities, your roots, and that, you know, one day hopefully you can come back to the communities that you all grew up in and help make a more just and equitable Oceanside.
Hey everyone. Man. I'm good. Thank you. Sorry. As I was just in my seat, just really hearing everybody's story, Sorry. Yeah. My name's Will Tate. I graduated from Oceanside High School in 2013. Graduated from USD in 2018. Got my master's after that. Right now, I've been at Deloitte. It's an audit firm for about 3 years now. But yeah, going back to what I was saying about just hearing you guys' story, it just reminds me of a little bit of my story, but also that, like, as you progress throughout life, like, just remember the feelings that you felt right now of feeling poured into, feeling confident, feeling like if you ever felt like this will never happen to you again, it will happen to you again. Remember this feeling, embrace this feeling, and just know that you deserve this. Just know that you just deserve it. Get a counselor. As a black man, Filipino, Mexican, like, I needed a counselor of everything that just has happened, and to be able to talk about that and talk through that, get yourself a counselor, and just don't forget where you came from. All you guys, like, gave me advice tonight, so I just want to thank you all, and I'm proud of you guys, and congratulations.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yolanda Cruz. I graduated from Oceanside in 2014, and I graduated from Cal State LA in 2018. Currently, I'm working in an after-school program, mentoring elementary students, and I love it. And one thing that I would like to leave to you, and something I learned throughout my college or university career, is that your career path will be a roller coaster ride, and when you think you figured it out, think again. You don't have it figured out. And so I'm still trying to figure it out, but one thing I know is that I want to help others, especially I want to help the youth and my community. And all of you hearing your stories inspired me and reminded me of what my goal was in the beginning, which was this, to help others and to help my community. And yeah, congratulations, and I wish you the best in your journey. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Evelyn Mateo. I graduated from Oceanside in 2014. I graduated Cal Poly Pomona in 2019 with a bachelor's in civil engineering. So to my structurals out there, good luck. I have 2 years of service in the field, and I'm currently looking for another job if anyone's hiring out there. But I just wanted to say, as many people have already said, take care of your mental health. That school is always one thing, but you need to make sure that you're okay going through it too.
We're to the end. I just want to thank each of you, Ms. Williams here, you know, the emails, the text messages, the emails and the text messages, and the emails and the text messages. So thank you so much. If you're wondering where I got the information, someone said, where do you get the information from? They have a follow-up questionnaire that they actually have to fill out a follow-up assignment, and some of them got right back to me, and some of them I was like, hey, you're like 3 more people. Please get it to me. Thank you for getting it to me, because I would have hated to be able to say, well, they didn't do their assignment. They didn't understand the assignment. So thank you for understanding the assignment. Money. So we have another check from Heather Conklin and John Conklin for $50, it looks like. Thank you so much. I love money. So I want to thank everyone for being here this evening. This actually does conclude our event on today. We're going to ask all of the recipients and the past recipients, if you want to take a photo, just kind of line up right here for a photo op. And thank you. Congratulations. You're going to ask me, well, how do I get the check? You're going to contact the City of Oceanside for the check. All of you guys have my email address. I assure you, you have my email addresses. And so if you have any questions, even past tonight, don't hesitate to email me. Y'all have my phone number, text message as well. Don't hesitate to email me. Thank you so much. And congratulations again to each of you. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much.